Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Carson Pieters of St. John's Boys Basketball, as well as St. John's Football. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Doing well, man. So kind of talk about just how the year's kind of going for you so far, just overall.
Yeah, it's a great season, a great rebound from last year. A lot of guys have bought in, and so far so good. But still have a lot to clean up this year, and a lot to look forward to.
Yeah. So kind of talk, and you look at the division, by the way, a big win last night over Hazlitt. What was getting that win like in a division that is it's usually pretty good, but you guys have really taken advantage because there's a lot of teams that lost a lot from the previous year.
Yeah, it's huge coming back, losing to them twice last year, and just going and still getting a road win in our division. Still a big win for us, and just a lot to build on.
Yeah. Okay, so kind of talk about just what position you play on the basketball court and all that.
So I play mostly shooting guard. Every once in a while, I'll play point guard, but kind of just for our offense, we're very guard heavy. So everyone just kind of rotates up top. We don't really have very much set positions.
Yeah. Okay. Also, you talk about a lot of you also played football this year too. I know you got to play a lot of positions there. I know the
Yep.
season didn't work out as well as you guys wanted, but overall, it was still a good year.
Yeah. Still finished 3-6, which I mean, it didn't start off so hot, but we won our last two games. Had a big win against Ionia at the end, which kind of like changed the morale of the season. But finished strong, which made it a lot better.
Yeah. You're primarily, I know you're a kicker. What's that like? How did you get into that?
So I started playing football in sixth grade, and it was just one of those things where they lined everyone up and just saw who could kick the furthest and the straightest. And apparently, I was the best at it because I grew up playing a lot of soccer. But I actually stopped playing football in eighth grade, and then freshman year I only kicked. But then the coaches eventually convinced me to play other positions, which I started doing that sophomore year. But then I had to split time, so I only played one quarter for JV, and then the rest, because I played five quarters, the rest of my four quarters were on varsity just kicking.
Yeah. So so how long have you played basketball for?
Since the day I could walk, pretty much. I've been playing my whole bitty basketball all the way to Red Cedar and now.
Describe St. John's for me. What's it like just to go there and live there?
It's a great school and a great community. I've made a ton of friends through basketball and football growing up, and having the great coaches that we do here, it's super nice to have, and they've created a great culture.
What is the hardest class that you're currently taking right now?
AP Calculus is probably my hardest class.
Okay. Yeah. What's something about AP Calc that just may confuse the average person?
Well, there's a lot of trig in it, which is like, I mean, AP Calc is mostly letters, which would probably get a lot of people because it's a math class. Like, there's very few numbers in that class. It's a lot of trig and just you got your X, Y's, and Z's and stuff, and logs and all of that, which it gets very confusing once you get into it. But I have a great teacher in that class, and he does a great job teaching everyone, so it makes it a lot easier.
Okay. So how would someone just with basketball season so far, heading into now what we're out of Christmas break and now we're kind of in this Tuesday Friday thing for a little bit. How do you feel like heading into a pretty crucial few weeks?
I feel good. I feel good about our team. Be nice to really improve our season from last year, which we already have, but just kind of get back, try to get over the hump about like Eastern, that bad loss early, and Mason. Like we really want to play those teams again and show them what we're capable of.
How would someone describe you on the basketball court?
Uh, I like to think of myself as a good leader and like a teammate and always pushing. And I think for our team, we get like during the practices we get really hard on each other, but at the end of the day, we're all great friends and we really got family there. So like no matter how hard the practices are, no matter how hard we get on each other, we're still a family at the end of the day.
Um, let's talk about just what do you like to do outside of sports and all that?
I love traveling with my family. I think I've been to like 42 or 43 different states. And yeah, it's pretty nice. We do a lot of traveling,
Okay,
but I love
so let me see. Are you the one? Okay? So you guys are the family. It's like, okay, we're gonna visit all 50 states.
yeah, pretty much. We have a RV and we take that camping pretty much everywhere we go.
Okay, so what's a state that you have not been to?
I have not been to Hawaii or Alaska, and then pretty much a lot of West Coast states. I mean, I haven't been to Washington or Utah, Nevada, Colorado. I don't think I've been there, but kind of just like those over in the West Coast, pretty much.
Those are the states.
Hmm.
So you should go there.
Yeah, definitely will eventually.
Yeah, it's like those people that like hit all the 50 state, and then there's like the people that like, then there's all the baseball nuts that's like, oh, let's visit all the parks.
Uh,
So,
that's my dad right there. He's been to 20, 27-ish baseball stadiums. We used to like pretty much when we travel, we'd always go during the summer, and that's when baseball season was. So pretty much everywhere we went, we'd stop at a baseball stadium.
yeah. Um, so describe what we of course had coach on we had coach on earlier in the week actually.
Yep.
What is he like? Just what's it like to learn from him? What's it like to play for him?
It's great playing for him. He puts a lot of time into basketball. He's been to multiple camps and like just learning the game, and he does a great job teaching us, and he does a great job like setting up drills for us in practice. And he really shows us how every drill has a purpose and like the purpose in every drill, which is super nice. But I mean, he pushes us every day, and it's great learning from him.
Talk about what all these sports mean to you. What's it just like to be just like to be a part of it?
It's great. It's nice being on a team. Like it definitely is a family at St. John's, and I don't know, just to be able to come into the gym or play sports with your best friends. There's nothing like it.
All right. Well, let's get to know you a little bit, Carson. How about that?
Okay.
Okay, so a very important question here. What is your go-to place for food?
I'm big into Chipotle or Cane's chicken fingers. Those are probably my top two spots.
Um, okay, this might be a hard one, but favorite vacation spot?
Whew, there's a lot of them.
Just name
I'd probably say Anna Maria Island, Florida. We go there almost every spring break, and it's a really nice place to go to.
one. Favorite TV or streaming show you're really into right now?
Hmm. Um, Geez, that's a tough one. I don't watch a lot of like I don't know like series, I guess.
Okay.
So
Give
I
me-
for probably one of my favorites would probably be like The Last Dance,
Okay.
the
Oh,
Jordan
are you a
series.
big documentary person?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I gotta go on YouTube and buy a few of them. So,
Hmm.
let's see. Hmm. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how well are you at replying to text messages?
Probably probably like a five or a six. Not very well. It's I don't know. I like all my friends and stuff. We kind of communicate on like Snapchat or like social media. So it's like I don't really check my text messages very often, but I try to do every once in a while to respond to people. And a lot of like my family members, it's all through text. So that keeps me more involved in it.
Yeah, once you leave college, I mean, I don't know. It's like it's kind of like, yeah, you have to use the text message app again. I just
Yeah.
that's just something else.
Yeah.
Okay. What if you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Probably teleportation.
Okay.
Definitely living in Michigan. It'd be nice for just a weekend to go somewhere warm, somewhere far away.
Okay. Um, and lastly, what is something people do not know about you, Carson?
Um, Hmm. A lot of the probably that I can juggle. I always catch people by surprise,
Uh,
like when they find that out.
it's pretty cool. No, we're not going to. Maybe next. But,
Yep.
well, Carson, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us, and best of
Yeah,
luck.
no problem.
Let's
Th-
have it again sometime.
yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.